While the land where countries lie has existed for millions of years, empires and countries have risen and fallen, and populations have migrated. Somewhat surprisingly, there haven't been many countries that have continuously existed for thousands of years, and it's difficult to date exactly when a country was formed. From ancient kingdoms in Ethiopia through to the Persian Empire in Iran, and thousand-year-old countries in Europe, we've rounded up the oldest countries in the world. 1. Ethiopia. Many historians agree that Ethiopia is one of the oldest countries in the world. While we know that human life has existed in Ethiopia for millions of years thanks to skeletal fragments uncovered, it's generally agreed that Ethiopia developed as a country in 980 BC. This was when one of the first kingdoms, known as the 𝗬𝗶𝗸𝗲, rose to power. Ethiopia is one of the few African countries that never fell into the hands of colonizers, with the exception of when it was occupied for a few years under Italian dictator Mussolini in the 1930s. 2. Greece. Dating back to the ancient Greek era, the country of Greece has remained firmly in the grasp of Grecians for at least 5,000 to 6,000 years. The Greeks were known to have taught the world revolutionary concepts, and created the foundations of modern Western civilization. They made huge advances in science, technology, art and literature, lawmaking and politics, and Athens was home to the world's first form of democracy, something that, over 5,000 years later, many countries are still trying to grasp the meaning of. While Greece today has different borders to that of ancient Greece, and the country has passed through different hands, much of its original culture remains evident, and establishes it as one of the oldest countries in the world. 3. Portugal. While definitely not as old as Greece or Ethiopia, Portugal has maintained its firm borders for almost 1,000 years, making it one of the most identifiable, oldest countries in the world. The borders of Portugal were defined in 1139 CE, meaning it is officially the oldest nation in Europe. Before the country was acknowledged as Portugal, the area had passed through the hands of many empires and civilizations. Its capital city Lisbon is known to be much older than Rome. 4. Japan. Japan is also a contender as one of the oldest countries in the world. The first Japanese emperor, who is said to be the descendant of the sun goddess Amaterasu, ascended the throne in 660 BC, according to Japanese legend. While legend doesn't give weight to fact, the country of Japan started appearing in Chinese literature in 300 CE. So whether you believe legend or not, Japan has certainly been around for quite some time. The country has passed through the hands of several dynasties and emperors, and it is still under the rule of Emperor Akihito, who is set to abdicate in April 2019. If you're lucky enough to visit, be sure to visit 5 top castles in Japan to feel like you've stepped back in time. 5. Egypt. As with Greece and the ancient Greeks, modern-day Egypt is a different territory to that during the ancient Egyptian era. The area has passed under the Egyptian hand for millennia, and Egyptian culture can date back as far as the 6th millennium BC. Its hieroglyphics were the world's second oldest writing system, and the first Egyptian kingdom was formed in the 4th millennium BC. The area passed through the hands of various empires over the years, such as the Persian Empire and the Ottoman Empire, and the country was conquered by the Arabs in the 9th-10th century CE, and has remained a Muslim country ever since. At the end of the video, I would like to say that if you liked the video, then please like the video, and if you are new on the channel, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Thank you.